Hey everyone, it's Brett Hornby here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today is my first video since getting back from my annual spring vacation where I went over to Kamloops for half a week, and then I moved up north to go back to, my favorite spot in the Canadian Rockies, Mount Robson, and stay in the village of Unveiling out there. But the only couple videos I have is a couple of falls that I did when I went to Wells Grade Provincial Park in Clearwater, between Kamloops and Valemont. So I got those videos up there, and then I did a couple super slow motion videos with my smartphone there. So those are up there, but I'm going to say it's my first video since my annual spring vacation here, and I think it's time to start another tradition here. As last year I did my 2018 Calgary Stampeders season ticket unveiling package. So fast forward a season, one Grey Cup win, one more Grey Cup win later. Here we are in 2019, and I'm going to unveil my 2019 Calgary Stampeders season ticket package here. And as I said, I also did this last year and then this past season, and tonight's the night that the Calgary Roughnecks could bring home the NL Championship. So go Roughnecks. I did my season ticket package since past season was my first season as a Calgary Roughnecks season ticket holder. But this year, for the record, for the Calgary Stampeders, this is actually my 23rd season as a Calgary Stampeders season ticket holder. As my first season was back in 1997 there, where I was on my family's account, and it was 2006. I think I eventually had my own account there. As you get more independent there. But as I said, I've had season tickets for the Calgary Stampeders since 1997. This is my 23rd season, and with the Grey Cup being here in Calgary this year, they actually had an option for renewing for the next two seasons to have your price locked and have $60 off for Grey Cup tickets for season ticket holders. So obviously I picked that, so you could say that I'll be back for a 24th season there, and pretty much all started off kind of similar to what I did with the Roughnecks. Is that last season I went to 6 out of 9 home games, and I figured, to get season tickets. Back in 1995, you can see this crest here when it was our 50th season there. I think I went to like 4 or 5 games with my dad there, and then went to a couple more. In 1996, I figured, I would just get season tickets here, and and I was obviously at the 2000 and 2009 Grey Cup that was here in Calgary, and there'll be the 2019 Grey Cup here in Calgary as well, which that video for unveiling that ticket won't happen until the fall around October, because traditionally the Grey Cup tickets don't get distributed until the fall here. So that'll be a separate video when I'll reveal my 107th Grey Cup ticket, which I did for the 106th Grey Cup ticket that we won up in Edmonton there. So anyway, without further ado, let's go over my season ticket package here. I went to go pick it up at the stadium there earlier this week there. The Fan Fest, which the last couple of years actually has been at the start of my annual spring vacation, so I don't get to pick it up then. But it came in a shipping bag, but I think they put them all in there, and eventually they mail them out if you don't, pick up your tickets, and, if they called you several times here. But anyway, let's go ahead here. So here's my season ticket package here. So let's unveil it together here. So I didn't go deep into it, but that's kind of the allure of an unboxing video here. So I actually haven't gone deep into it here. So once again, everybody gets their lanyards here. I rarely wear it with me at the game, but you got your lanyard here. You put your ticket in here, and there it is. Say Calgary Stampeders season ticket holder there. So that's one part there. And if I go inside here, let's see. Well, this is that bring a friend thing. They usually have that for pre-season game. Bring a friend and get a discount voucher here, which this year is on Friday, May the 31st here, when we take on the Saskatchewan Roughriders here, which also means that season 2 of my Calgary Stampeders this month, I'll be making a May video for this game and talk about all the off-season stuff there, so that's that. And if you're driving around Calgary here we always get a horse decal here, so if you see one of these on cars or several that some people put on, they're likely a season ticket. Well, you could buy these at the stamp store, but I mean they throw these in for free here, so here's yet another horse decal. Go horse. So if you see someone in town with this on, give them a proud salute that they're also likely a Calgary Stampeders season ticket holder here. So, you know, it's always looking good as always. And fridge magnet. So here's the fridge magnet here for the whole schedule. Preseason all the way to the playoffs and eventually the big game right here in Calgary. And maybe you can get the logo there, but here's the fridge magnet for the 2019 regular season schedule here. And here's I know they have this, they started this last year, but this is a flyer for the Ultimate Road Warrior. I mean, they give you like a VIP treatment. You fly there, have dinner with the coaches and that, but it's pretty expensive though. But you sit in a private suite there. I mean, if you go on the website here, I know that packages range from like $1,200 to $1,500 there, and I do what I do for much cheaper. You know, rent a car, go up there. I mean, I do have plans to go catch the Stampeders in Regina July 6th, which is the first time I'll catch a live game at the new Mosaic Stadium. I do have a video when they had that sneak peek when it was open partially to the public back in 2006 there, but definitely hoping to get that. I'm figuring out where the visitor side is in the new Mosaic Stadium, so I'll sit on the visitor side and wear my red in Riderville, and then of course the Labor Day rematch there up in Edmonton. I don't think it'll be as dusty up in Commonwealth this year compared to my last visit there, but I know where all the Stampeder fans sit at the Labor Day rematch there. So that's that. So yeah, here's the the annual report that comes in with the package with the Calgary Stampeders Foundation and what they do to the community here and all the money raised. And so yeah, this is just a report here talking about minor football, which I gotta admit we definitely have gotten a lot better building up grassroots football in Calgary over the years here, and especially now that after when the Flames bought the team, and we definitely have a lot more football fields, and especially over the 23 seasons that I've had season tickets here. So here's the annual report. So I think the last thing here is the actual tickets itself. This is what the main attraction here. So here it is. Here's the 2019 season ticket booklet here. As is, this is Stamps Football. Grey Cup champions. 2018 defending champs. Looking good. So when I say here's, you always get the message from President General Manager John Huffnagel right here, and then here's my ticket or my discount card here, so everyone gets one of those, so that's definitely nice there. So and of course here's promotion for the Experience the Energy for the Grey Cup Festival here, and then you always get your vouchers for concessions and any merchandise. Sometimes I dig into there, but I'm definitely looking forward to the Grey Cup Festival here, and based on early plans here, I'm almost going to say it looks like it's going to be the Calgary Stampede in November there. It's going to be in Stampede Park there, so stay tuned for that. I might post some videos up there as we get there. So anyway, here's the tickets here. So this is the 2019 Showcase preseason game. This is against the Saskatchewan Roughriders on Friday, May the 31st. There's our running back, Don Jackson here. So this is the preseason game. Everybody's going to dress, but the big names like Bo, you're likely not going to see and play more than one quarter here, especially when it's the first preseason game. But this also is the Bring Your Friend game. So here's Don Jackson for Friday, May the 31st, the preseason game here. Now, when we go to the home opener here, this is on Saturday, June the 15th. We are playing the Ottawa Red Blacks, which is the Grey Cup rematch, which typically they have in the first couple weeks of the season, and the home team hosting as the defending champions here. Well, here is Mr. Rogers, Eric Rogers here. Actually, he has him now listed. He's wearing number 4 here. I mean, he wore number 80 when he first came in the league in 2014 and 15 there, and then he tried his luck at the San Francisco 49ers there, and then had a bad knee injury, and then he came back up here, and when he's played, he's been very effective here, but hopefully he can get healthy here and make more of an impact. I mean, he definitely fulfilled his duties as a receiver, and he did sign a 2-year extension in the offseason. So Saturday, June the 15th, that's a 5 p.m. kickoff there. It was 7 p.m. for the preseason game, but here's Mr. Rogers. He's going to wear number 4 here according to the program here. So let's hopefully we can get some big games out of him. He definitely had a big game for us in the Western Final there, that game against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers by receiving 3 touchdowns there. And he definitely connects well with Bo Levi Mitchell here. So on Saturday, June the 29th, we take on the BC Lions. This will definitely be an interesting game because it's the first time we'll get to see Devon Claybrooks as head coach of the BC Lions. And a couple of former Stampeders like Lamar Durant and now Mike Rowley going back to BC, so got the natural rivalry when he was at Edmonton there. But Trey Roberson, who had a solid rookie campaign, is on this ticket. Saturday, June the 29th, 5 p.m. kickoff. This is a fan appreciation game, so this will be on the Canada Day long weekend here. So here's Trey Roberson, number 31, for the June 29th game. So the next home game is won't be till Thursday, July the 18th. This will be the Thursday night game. And I hear that the TSN is going to continue on with the concert series here, so we don't know. I haven't heard anything on who's going to be performing at the game at halftime here. But we're taking on the Toronto Argonauts here. This will be after the Calgary Stampede here, and here's Scary Terry Williams, number 38. Thankfully, he made that big play at the Grey Cup, the Under 6 Grey Cup, just before halftime there with the longest punt return in Grey Cup history to give Calgary a 10-point lead going in the locker room, and it was definitely one of the highlights of the game. And then our defense was able to hold the Red Blacks down, and we won the Grey Cup. So Terry Williams, Thursday, July 18th, for the Thursday night football game. And then the next game will be on Saturday, August the 3rd. This will be the first of 3 games that will be taking on the Edmonton Eskimos here. This will be the first early Labor Day rematch, the rare one we get. And good old Bo Levi Mitchell is on this ticket. He'll be taking on, facing off against Trevor Harris. Because Trevor Harris signed with Edmonton after Mike Rowley went with the BC Lions there. So definitely see Bo Levi Mitchell signed a big 4-year deal on free agency. So thankfully he decides to stay and maybe build on his legacy. He's the second all-time leading passing quarterback in franchise history, and given the numbers he puts up here, I think he will surpass Henry Burris' passing totals at the end of the 4-year contract, assuming everything stays on pace here. So that's Saturday, August 3rd, 5 p.m. kickoff, and this is on the Heritage Day long weekend here, so definitely be excited for that long weekend here. So on Saturday, August the 17th here, this is Legacy Night, where we celebrate the past here. Don't know if if anyone's going to go up on the Wall of Fame here. I know one of the off-season news here that John Cornish, former running back, actually is going to be part of the 2019 CFL Hall of Fame class here. One of the best Canadian running backs to ever play in the game. He definitely made a big impact for the Calgary Stampeders here. Who knows? Maybe his name will be up on the Wall of Fame with this game. So Saturday, August 9th, or 17th. Here's a longtime Stamp who has been on 3 Grey Cup teams. Brandon Smith, number 28, he's definitely one of the steady guys on the defensive line back. He was on the 2008 team, so he's won 3 Grey Cups and been to 3 more. And then we're taking on the Montreal Alouettes there. You can see their new logo here. So Montreal Alouettes definitely has changed their little uniforms there, so that's something to look forward to this season here. So that is the last game before Labor Day. And then on Monday, September the 2nd, is the good old Labor Day Classic, where we take on the dreaded Edmonton Eskimos again here. Be interested to see if any storylines get built from the August 3rd game. So it goes back to the traditional 2:30 kickoff here. I know the last couple of years the game started at 1 p.m. and then the Hamilton-Toronto game in Hamilton followed it. And I think they might have moved that game back to, it would be 11 o'clock kickoff Calgary time, Toronto-Hamilton, because actually the last couple of years there was a bad thunderstorm after the summer heat there in Ontario. So maybe that's why they moved the game here. So anyway, here's number 29, Jamar Wall here. And the other thing we also always traditionally do on Labor Day is salute our armed forces here. So maybe I'll capture another video of the whole, opening there, like I did this past Labor Day. The opening and the Jets there during the national anthem there. So this is definitely always the big game, regardless where the Calgary Edmonton stand in the standings here. This is definitely the game we always look forward to. It's the biggest weekend of the regular season before the playoffs. And then some say that's when the real season begins here. So that's Labor Day. And then on Saturday, September the 14th here, is Family Day. And that's usually, they have an earlier start time. Family Channel is one of the sponsors that comes in. Usually have activities for the family before the game here. We are going to be taking on the Hamilton Tiger Cats Saturday, September 14th. And I'm going to say one of the characters on the offensive line is on this ticket here. Number 63, Derek Dennis here. I'm definitely glad that we were able to get him back in the off-season after he signed a big deal with the Saskatchewan Roughriders in 2017. But I don't know. Didn't look and play as good in green, but man, he looks good playing in red here. And is one of the stalwarts on the offensive line here. That's one of the reasons why we allowed the fewest sacks in the league there. Apparently, after the Grey Cup there, I saw him walking around on crutches there at the rally there. And I almost got to wonder, how do you have time to have surgery? But apparently he was cleaning up his knee at the end of the season there. And I'm thinking, the Grey Cup was Sunday night, and it was Tuesday at lunchtime when the rally was, and he was in crutches. And I was like, did he have surgery in the celebration there? So anyway, nice to see Derek Dennis on this ticket here. So now we go a month here without a home game here, but on Friday, October the 11th, this is the Light Up the Night. Traditionally after this game in the fall here, there's a big fireworks show here, and I captured videos of that. We take on the Saskatchewan Roughriders. It's a 7:30 kickoff against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Friday Night Football here, and our punter here, number 6, Rob Maver, is on this ticket here. He's definitely could be part of our team since he got drafted in 2010 there from Guelph. I believe he went to Guelph there. I know he's from that part of the country there. So I'm going to say Friday, October 11th, that's the Thanksgiving weekend there. And actually, I'll be taking in this game before going off to the road for my fall foliage trip. I planned it that way so I don't miss this game, especially when we're taking on the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and who knows what playoff races are going to be like at that time there. But, there's also personal incentive for pride there. Green versus red there, so that's another big game here. And then on Saturday, October the 19th, we'll be taking on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers here, and this is the Pink Power game, both leagues in the NFL and the CFL in October. Raise awareness for women's cancers here, and it's pretty much affected everyone, and it's definitely affected me in my family with women's cancers here. But this is the Pink Power game, and our other steady kicker, who's always reliable, number 30, Rene Paredes. You always can count on him to kick that winning field goal when he needed to, and he's delivered every time here, so he's on the Pink Power ticket. And who knows what this game, how big this game is going to be back in late October here, because Winnipeg is looked upon to be, a team that could be taking on the next step here. And Winnipeg was a team that we beat in a tough defensive struggle in the Western Final last year, and they have not won the Grey Cup since 1990, and of course they have plans to maybe come here on November 24th here. So that would be the last home game of the regular season here. So the last ticket here, Johan Breskison made the Catch of the Year in week 1 there. That's probably him right there. Number 82 here, November 10th or November 17th. This would be the big playoff game, either the Western semifinal or the Western final here. And I'll do my prediction video again this year after when preseason's all done, after we figure out play position battles and that, and how teams are looking going into the regular season there, and then I'll revisit it on Labor Day here. But looking at the West here, especially with free agency and that, I'm not guaranteeing that we could be using that ticket for the Western final or the West semifinal, because I think both BC and Winnipeg, up there with Calgary, is going to be the teams to beat here. But our defense definitely will be a lot weaker in terms of no-one values. But anyway, this is all my whole season ticket package here for 2019. And as I said at the start of the video there, my Grey Cup ticket, which will be coming, I'll do a separate video of that for when it comes around October there, where I'll unveil my 107th Grey Cup ticket. And personally, that will be my 7th Grey Cup game that I capture live. First year capture was 2000 and 2009 right here in Calgary, and then it wasn't until 2014 that I caught the first one out of town in Vancouver, and that was on the Calgary one. And then I caught the 2015, the 103rd Grey Cup in Winnipeg there, where I watched Edmonton win the Grey Cup. Things didn't work out for me to go to Toronto there, and then I was there in Ottawa and Edmonton here. So this year will be my 7th Grey Cup live when we get there, and this is my 23rd season as a season ticket holder here for my Calgary Stampeders here. So anyway, if you enjoy everything I do on my YouTube channel, mostly I do cover Calgary sports, but I also do some personal vlogs, and I try to be funny with attempt at comedy, and then I just post any moments I have at while on holidays there, which I just posted my waterfall videos there that I took in at Wells Gray Provincial Park here. But I think there'll definitely be some more this kind of content here now that I'm back from holidays and getting back in the swing of things. And football season's going to be heating up here, so there'll definitely be more recaps for football here, and hopefully my Calgary Roughnecks will bring home the NL Championship. So that video is still to come on their run up to there. And then any off-season news with the Flames, Hitmen, Roughnecks that I feel will warrant a video here. So expect a lot more content here as we get into the summer here. And I'll say, see you in the next video. Go Stamps go, and maybe I'll see you in the stands there. Thank you.